Good morning and welcome to day 2 of the vlog. I really hope you enjoyed yesterday's vlog. So I'm starting off this glorious morning with sprinting. So I'm just walking down onto the fields behind my house. So I'm going to be doing 20 seconds on as hard as I possibly can with 2 minutes of recovery, and I repeat that 8 times. So this week I did that Sunday, Monday, I didn't do it Tuesday, I did it yesterday, and then today. It's always one of those that I think, oh, do I really want to do that? But then once I get going, I'm fine. But this morning I've been writing. Yesterday I wrote a blog post about charging what you're worth, and so many fitness professionals don't charge enough, and then they find it really difficult to make a living, and they have to work so much harder to make their business viable. They have to start really early, finish really late, teach lots of classes, and I really addressed it yesterday. And then overnight I've had so many emails and comments on social media about how can people raise their prices, especially in this kind of uncertain economic climate. So I wrote all my tips and tricks about how to raise your prices and how to think about your business, your mindset. Oops. Oh, it's all muddy, really muddy. And some tips about how you can address the people that come to your classes that are really vocal, that, you know, only ever want you to teach classes for them and time that's suitable. And sometimes you've got to lose a few customers. Often the people that really love your services and come every week and are happy to pay a good rate for what you offer, they're the ones that aren't so vocal. So we tend to make knee-jerk reactions. We change things, we change the times, we change what we offer, we keep our prices low to satisfy just a very minimal amount of our customers. And then we end up again just being buried and suffocated and not happy and resentful because we're not charging enough and not making enough money. So I wrote about that in today's Choreography to Go newsletter. So I've just let that go, so it'll be interesting to see what comes back this morning about it. And I really do believe it's a mindset shift, a massive mindset shift. If you don't believe that you're good enough, confident enough, or your services are good enough, then somehow we transmit that and people pick it up. You've got to be really invested psychologically in what you offer and how confident you are about your services and the result that you get. So if you do get a chance, I'd love you to read it, the newsletter, and let me know what you think. It's interesting. Okay, I'm off to sprint. So I've worked here since it was Holmes Place, which has been open about 15 years ago, and the building has been completely regenerated. It's just a gorgeous building. I love teaching in this studio. It's like the most airy, gorgeous studio, and it's just such a lovely space, and everyone's always really positive here, and I love it. Just done a really hard training session at M10 with James. Been working on my upper body, and look who's in my vlog. Head honcho. So I am a huge fan of podcasts. I always listen to podcasts in my car. I always have them on my iPhone. I was going to say Walkman then. Show my age. And the one I've been listening to today, which I've listened to twice because it's that good, is Marianne Williamson. I'm a huge fan of Marianne Williamson. She is so inspiring, amazing. And she's interviewed by Lewis Howes on Lewis Howes' podcast. You will not be disappointed. If you like Marianne, if you've read A Course in Miracles, she's got a new book out and I can't wait to get the book, so I highly recommend that you check it out. On Lewis Howes Podcast. I speak Lewis Howes Podcast.